Thanks for joining us for Turn the Page with Paige, brought to you by Southwestern Illinois College. I'm your host, Paige Holsey. Children's books can transport us to magical places, but they can also help children understand the real world and the real people right around them. A new series is doing that through a super friend named Bill. Meet Bill the Abilities Superhero, created by Gretchen Lippincott. Bill introduces young readers to his special ability friends. And we are excited today to have both the author, Gretchen Lippincott, with us, as well as the illustrator, Lisa Lowe. Thank you so much for being here together.
Thank you for having us.
It's fantastic when we get the whole pair. Speaking of working in a pair, how did the two of you team up?
We are neighbors, actually, and it was just a sit around the pool kind of day, and I was telling Lisa about one of how the idea came about and was asking her advice on how to make the pictures and illustrate it, and she says, I want to do this. I'm on board. And so the idea grew, and she helped make it come to life.
I love that it was a natural match. Do you have an artistic background, or what was it that made you say, I can do that?
Yes,
I want to do that.
Yes, I've been a graphic designer for quite a long time now, and Gretchen's idea to me was just such a wonderful passion project, and I was just on board immediately.
Perfect. Well, speaking of that passion and your idea, where did it come from, Gretchen? Where did you get this idea for Bill?
I am a teacher, and I have a lot of diverse students that have been part of my classroom in the years that I've taught. And at one point, I had 3 vision impaired kids in my class at the same time, and later followed by just a single vision impaired. But it stemmed from that, and being able to tell the kids and explain their abilities and how they can befriend them.
Now I have a better understanding of why you chose this topic for your first book. They are working to make this an entire series, but I want to focus first on the very first book, where Bill introduces us to his friend Victoria, who sees in a different way, right?
That's correct. She is vision impaired, and the book explains how vision impaired friends manipulate their world a little bit differently. They might read Braille or wear glasses to protect their eyes. They might write in Braille. They use a white cane to find their way around. And they're just like any other kid. They want to be friends with kids, and they have feelings just like everyone else. So this allows kids to understand and befriend them.
Yeah, they can still be friends. They're just going to navigate the world a little differently.
Yeah.
What are some of the other topics that you're going to tackle? Spoiler, we're getting a first look at the second book in the series.
Well, obviously, type 1 diabetes, which that is also modeled after my son Michael, who has type 1 diabetes since he was 13, and then there's many students in our school as well that have that. Nonverbal, autism. Also, we want to do one with a support dog or service dog. I think there's just the list is really endless.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different abilities that are out there that people just need a little bit of education on so they can accept and understand and be their friend.
Yeah, I'm curious, what did your son think about your book? Has he seen it?
He did, and he was super proud, and he helped edit and proofread it. But yeah, he said, Mom, if you could have been able to give this to the doctor when we were diagnosed, imagine the impact and how thankful you would feel for someone sharing such a tool. And I said, exactly. I'm so glad that that message came across, because this is exactly how I want these books to be used in the classroom and as a personal diagnosis for kids and their families.
Absolutely. So Lisa, when you took on the project, it seems like you were immediately on board, but
Yes.
did it take a while for you to figure out what you wanted Bill and his friends to look like? Like, how did you approach the creative direction for the books?
Gretchen had a great idea for Bill to begin with. So it really just started with him in collaboration and presenting some design concepts that we were both on board with. And after that, she kind of just let me go with it and design the other characters, and it just kind of came to, we want them all to kind of look like a consistent whole and belong in a group and appeal to children. So that was important, is checking off those boxes. So, and then from here, she's just given me the creative freedom to design these awesome characters, and I love it, and I'm on board, and I am being educated as I'm creating these books and reading the content, and it's so important, and it's become a passion project for me too. So I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah, never too late for adults to learn as well. well and to learn about children who are navigating the world differently. What do you hope that children say when they read these books, whether they relate to the friend who has a different ability, or maybe it reminds them of a cousin or someone else in their classroom, and so they're learning about them through your books?
I hope that they see themselves in the books and their friends and identify them and understand that, you know, we all have things that make us different and special, and we all just want to be included and accepted, even though there might be a little bit differences about us. So yeah, I think that's really important.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, before you go, ladies, I want to always have to put them on the spot. Can you share your recommendation for a children's book that you love? Maybe it was from your childhood. Maybe you read it recently to a student or someone in your life. Lisa, I'll ask you first.
Yes, so I am very big on reading and have read to my children every single night multiple books, and probably one of my favorite children's books is The Pout Pout Fish. And I think there's quite a few books from now that they've created, and I love the visuals and I love all the characters and just a really cute story. So that's
Those ones are fun to read. Those are a favorite at our house too. Okay, what about you, Gretchen?
I love all of Eric Carle, just how he puts the stories together and sharing them as a teacher especially. They're always a hit in classrooms, no matter what the age.
Just classics, right?
Absolutely.
Absolute classics. Well, thank you both so much for being here. I love the energy that you two bring to your project together, and just giving a voice to these children that we can all learn from. So thanks for all the work that you're doing.
Thank you.
I want to thank you as well for being here today. We will see you again soon.